Today we're filming episode 2 of LiftRite, covering the rest of the deadlift. We're going to be going over some advanced lifting techniques, some of the harder movements, and covering injury prevention and spotting techniques. Alright, first we're going to cover injury prevention. You want to warm up properly, don't go heavy at first, leave your ego at the door, start off with about 50% of your 1 rep max, and just go nice and slow with the full range of motion and you won't hurt anything. Okay, now you'll notice Josh has got his back arched, he's got his chest up, chin up, and focusing straight forward. He's got his shoulders pinned back. Make sure and inhale deeply during the downward or eccentric negative phase of the lift. This is one of the main causes of injuries you'll see in the weight room, where people actually round their back over. They're obviously using too much weight for this particular exercise. Once again, leave your ego at the door and lift what's right for you. Use your proper form, you're going to get the best out of the exercise. Alright, Josh is going to do a couple reps for you guys and show you a proper form. He'll actually go through the full movement, nice and slow, keep it controlled. He's got his shoulders pinned back, no clinking of the weights off the ground. Back's arched, he's got his lats, his serrats, everything's nice and tight, glutes, hams, quadriceps, calves. Going through the full range of motion, getting all of his connective tissue and tendons warmed up properly. This is what's commonly known as hitching the bar. Obviously, if you have too much weight on there and you can't handle it, a lot of people hit the muscle failure towards the top and you'll notice the jerking movement. If you feel a twinge, just drop the weight, make sure, walk away, leave it at that. Do not overdo it. Now we're going to be covering the straight-legged deadlift. This targets the lower back and mainly the hamstrings. The hamstrings really engage at the bottom of this lift. Make sure, try not to touch the weight on the ground, get it pretty close. You don't want to create a relaxing point for yourself. Notice on the straight-legged deads, he also has his shoulders pinned back, feet close together, back straight. Never knock your knees out during this lift.
This next exercise is the box deadlift. It's important to keep your form, and this also gives you a great stretch all the way through. It's important to keep your legs straight, all the way down, stretching, and back up.
Notice he can get the full range of motion and it keeps the weights from hitting the ground. It will really maximize a good stretch at the bottom of the lift.
It's important when going heavy that you use proper safety equipment. I like to use a belt.
A lot of people also incorporate lifting straps. This helps minimize some of the stress on the forearms when you're going a lot heavier. Now we're going to show you a grip variation. Usually you'll see the majority of these lifts and variations of the deadlift done with both hands overhand. This is actually called an alternate grip. You'll notice one hand is pronated, one hand is supinated, but it'll actually work against each other as you're lifting the weight and keep your fingers from rolling out. Now we'll cover some of the spotting techniques. When you start getting into heavier rates, you'll want to utilize one of your lifting partners to actually take a little stress off maybe your sticking point or the muscle failure part of your lift.
Jim?
Yep, go ahead. Best way to do it with just one person is actually just apply pressure through the bottom of the bar with both hands to get them through their sticking point. Usually it's down at the bottom. Just give it a little tap and get you through the range of motion. Another spotting technique, which is actually a perfect scenario, is to have 2 lifting partners, one on each side. You'll take the grip. You can either go one hand right in front of the other, or what I like to do, preferably, is lace my hands and get a grip underneath the bar. Don't apply any pressure unless they're actually starting to drop it, and you want to make sure you and your lifting partner apply even pressure so the weight doesn't bounce back and forth. All right, go ahead, Josh.
Next time we're going to show you the one-legged Romanian deadlift.
He's going to be using dumbbells for this one, just to make it a little bit easier. What this will do is, with him keeping his core totally strong and straight, looking straight forward, as he goes down, this will really stress all of his balancing flexors. So now on to the next movement, we're going to be using a squat rack. It's got these nice bars here. You can set for the perfect height. This is a great core contraction. Looking good, focus, looking straight forward. Yeah, this is easy. He's only got 3 wheels on. Usually uses 6 or 7 on each side, but they're kind of low on weights in the gym, so this will do for now. Thanks for tuning into episode 2 of LiftRite by Bodybuilding.com. Our goal is to help you learn something new and apply this knowledge to your own personalized workout regimen. To learn more about the deadlift, check out our anatomy and sports related section of the LiftRite article for more detailed information.